So I just got a request to fix a Sims build that I already fixed, but I fixed it in The Sims 3. So I'm basically tasked with redoing it, but in The Sims 4. I feel like that's a little bit confusing. So as some of you may know, I have a series on my channel where I fix my subscribers' builds. I've done like a couple of videos. They're all in a playlist now, so I'll leave the playlist link down below if you want to watch all of them. But today, I have a request to fix a build that I already fixed, but I fixed it in The Sims 3. And this was like very recently. So you may remember, I'm doing this separate series where I'm fixing up a Sims 3's version of Pleasant View. Basically, Boring Bones built the world, and he basically just recreated every EA house, like tile for tile. But the problem is, EA houses tend to be very bad. So I've been going through and like fixing them and like furnishing them, and recently I fixed up and furnished 190 Sim Lane, which is a build that is, you know, from Pleasantville. But the only thing is that house is like really bad, y'all. Like, it's not horrible, it's just not good. So I basically fixed it, and one of my subscribers, Love to Sew, saw the video and she liked it so much that she went over on Twitch and redeemed her channel points for me to fix the build. So like I said, it's a build that I've already fixed, but she wants me to recreate it in The Sims 4. The thing, as some of you may know, we don't have the same objects in The Sims 4 as we do for The Sims 3, so this is going to be a challenge. And then on top of that, Love to Sew does not have every single pack. She only has a few selection of packs. So this is going to be a recreation build slash CJ fix my build slash limited pack build challenge. So this is like a 3-in-1 basically. Now I've went ahead and I've already taken some screenshots of the build I fixed the other day. This is what it looks like. This is not what The Sims 2's version looked like. Is not even close, but this is what my version looks like, and I think it's pretty nice. I do have some interior screenshots also that I took the other day. These pictures are just more so like the way the house looks, you know, like from the top down perspective. So as you can see, we have a living room in the back, we have our kitchen here, we have stairs going up, there's a bathroom and a little hallway. When we go upstairs, we have another hallway, 2 bedrooms. So this one's gonna be like sports themed. I was kind of trying to think to myself, like, how am I gonna do a sports themed bedroom? We do have some sport things in the base game, so I'll try to use some of those. And then we also have like a purpley bedroom. I have some more like in-depth screenshots, so I'll show them in a little bit. But we have a purple bedroom, and then we have a purple bathroom. So in the back of the house, as you can see, we do have a grill, a table, a picnic table, and we have a sliding door. So I'm gonna have to make sure I include all those things. Why don't we just go ahead and get into it, y'all? I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up a screenshot of what the house looks like from the top-down perspective. This way I can try to build something kind of similar. The only thing about it is that the Sims 3 and Sims 4 line spacing for the grid is not the same. So this house most likely will not be the same exact size, you know, but I'm going to try my best to get this as close as I can, okay? So I'm going to start out with a rectangle. It doesn't really even need to be this big, honestly. We need to kind of like bring it in some, maybe kind of like this. I'm going to also get my wall tool, and we're going to build off to the side. Maybe if we start here, and we're just going to build off, and then I'm gonna go down like so, and then I'm just gonna bring it in kind of like so. So this is kind of what we have so far. I feel like it's still a little bit too big in the front, but that could just be the way that the game is, you know. I'm building this on a 30 by 30 lot, by the way. The original lot is like a 21 by 22 or something, and we don't really have that in The Sims 4, so I'm picking a 30 by 30 so I can make sure I have enough space, you know. A 20 by 15 would have worked, but I think I was gonna need some more space, you know. So this is kind of what we have so far. I think is kind of close to it, y'all. I feel like I'm gonna have to make this a little bit bigger at some point. We also have this low-lying fence thing right here that kind of like borders the tile. So we kind of have something similar to that in The Sims 4, and it's this one right here. This is probably the close that we have to it. I'm gonna use some of this and just line it. I kind of forget in The Sims 4 you can't have like fences and stuff touching the edge of the lot. That is really annoying. We may not be able to use that then. Okay, y'all, so next up I gotta do the upstairs portion. So I am gonna just start, okay, I'm gonna put this on my second screen so I can see. So we'll start with the hallway section first. I am just going to maybe start here and go up a couple tiles, and we'll just build the rectangle for the hallway like so. I'll go ahead and build the room for the house, and we'll have this go all the way in like this. And then let's see, so we have the hallway, we have the bedroom, and then we have a kid's bedroom that's right off of it. And this is like an L-shaped kid's room, so this kind of goes kind of like this. And then the rest of it is just the bathroom. So I feel like what I have is kind of close to the end result. I think so. And then, oh, I just thought about it too. I need to put a box back here because we have a chimney. So I'm gonna just make a fake chimney for the house. It'll be kind of like that because it's a little bit off center. It's not quite the same. Okay, so for the roofing, I do two gabled roofs, a little hipped roof here. We have a fence right here, and then we have like a little octagon roof like right here as well. So I'm gonna try to replicate that real quick. Let's see, we'll get our gabled roof and just drag this along like so. So we have a fence that's kind of like this one. We're gonna use this, and then we have the octagon roof right here. So we're just gonna get this, maybe make it come out in the back a little bit and then come down. And that's about how the roofing is for the house. I know for back here, I end up using a half wall to like make it look more chimney like. So I think this is basically how it looks from the outside. I think that's pretty much the whole entire shape. I really hope that this is accurate, y'all. It is a little annoying though because it can't be 100% accurate just based on how the game is, you know? But I feel like this is close as I could probably get to it. If we go back to the screenshot, we have a couple of these columns right here. I know we have these in The Sims 4, and I think the ones I'm going to use are from the Romantic Garden Stuff Pack, which luckily is one of the packs that Love to Sew owns, so we could probably just use these. I hope they come in a white swatch. They do. We're going to use these, y'all. And then what we'll do next is I'll go down and we'll get a platform. And then what we'll do is we'll get some more of these columns and we'll put it right at the corner, kind of like that. And then we'll just do the same thing and bring this up here. And then we'll just get our hip roof like so and put that at the top. Okay, y'all, so I ended up moving it to a smaller lot. I may move it back to a bigger one, but I felt like I just needed to see a smaller lot to kind of see everything a little bit better. So this is kind of what we have so far. If I pull up the screenshot, it's about like it is, honestly. Like it's pretty close, I would say. Maybe this roof can be a little bit shorter, but it's about right, I would say. All right, so next up we'll try to figure out the window placement. So we have these arched windows in The Sims 3. I don't know if we have anything quite like that in 4. We have some with shutters on them, so you know, at least this will work, but I don't know if we have any arch. We actually kind of do. Oh, we do. We have these. How did I forget about these? I think these are more so like the ones that we have in the screenshot. If I pull it up for a second. Yeah, these are like in white. So we're going to get 2 of these, place these here, and let's make them all white. What I might do is like make them white and blue because we have like blue shutters, you know? And I don't know if we have any shutters in the base game. I don't think I have access to any shutters to go on the windows. So what I may just do to kind of have the same vibe is just make these white and blue so it kind of fits the same vibe, you know? And then for the wallpaper, we kind of just have like a white stucco or like drywall. For the sides of the house, I'm just going to use some of these windows here. These have access to the blue shutter, so we're going to just put some of these around. All right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and go on the inside. I am going to really quick just get a good look at the layout. So here is what I'm thinking. We start out with a box right here. We'll do 2 spaces here, and then we'll draw this in, and then I need to get my stair. So we have a brown stair. I don't really think it really matters what one we use. We'll just use this one for a second. Okay, I'm gonna drag my wall in like so, and then over here by the door is where the bathroom is going to be. I think this is about right. So we have our bathroom, which is not really this big, but I don't think I can get it any smaller. So we have our bathroom. We have a little mini hallway, which is not that small. So maybe this needs to be like a towel like that. There we go. We'll have our bathroom, mini hallway, and then we'll have our kitchen here. So let me just get some tile. We have like a diamond shape for the kitchen tile. And then in the screenshot, we have everything else is just hardwood floor. But it's a hardwood floor with a design that's kind of like this, or maybe kind of like this. There is this one from Vampires. Why don't we use this one from base game? This is probably about as close as we'll get to it. Okay, so for the kitchen, we have these brown and white countertops. We have something similar in The Sims 4, so we'll have to use like one of these, I fear. It's kind of like a light brown, I would say, so let's just see what we have that's kind of close. I feel like the ones I have are similar, or we do have some of these. Let's pull up the screenshot. Maybe this one, just because the top of it is a little bit lighter than this one. So if I look at the screenshot, I have 2 island countertops about here. The rest of the counters just appear to be these. So I'm going to get some of these and just place it all around. All right, I think so far, y'all, this is kind of looking exactly how it does in the screenshot. And then we have a couple of lights over it, so we're just going to use these. And then the wallpaper that I chose is like a white border wallpaper with wood paneling. Any of these come in a white or like a beige? That's kind of close to it. Is there anyone that's just all white and brown? I don't think so. What about this one? I just want white and brown. Hey, actually, that's kind of close to it. We'll use this wallpaper. That's actually really close. Okay, so we also have clutter in the corner. So we have paper towels, there's a plant, and then we have like a utensil holder. Guess we can put this here. And then we have this small little plant that's in an enclosure. I don't know if we have anything quite like that in Sims 4. I don't know if I can see anything like that, y'all. So we'll just improvise and we'll just like a little plant like this. You know, that kind of works. So we have a sink that's right here by the window. I'm going to use this sink here. And then we have like some more clutter right here. It's like a cookie jar. Do we have anything like that? Oh, we actually do. I'll get 3 of them. And then over here, we just have a square table. We don't really have anything quite like the one that we have in The Sims 3. It has like these curved legs. We don't really have anything quite like that. So we'll just settle for base game. We'll use this one and then we'll use, honestly, these. The chairs I used were also just wooden, so we'll just use some of these. I also have this long plant object. We don't have anything quite like that, really. We have some that are similar. So, I don't know. Should I use this or should I use like 2 of these? I feel like these are more like outdoor plants. Oh, they have like a weird shadow indoors anyway. I guess we can use this one. This is kind of like a similar vibe. We'll just use that and put that there. Yo, I wish we had a smaller version of this archway because this one would have fit perfectly here because it was kind of similar to the one I used in the video, but it's not going to work. So we're going to just use one of these. These are kind of close as I could probably get to it. And we're just going to make these brown so it matches with the door. So this will be the living room. This will be the bathroom. Let's settle on the bathroom real quick. Okay, so for the bathroom, I have this checkered print floor. It's like a diamond shape, but it's like brown and white. I guess we'll just use this one because this one is kind of close to it. It's like an orange, but it could pass for brown, I guess, and white. I ended up using the same countertops in here too, and I have them right here by the window. If I pull up the screenshot, you'll see that we have tile. There's a window here, a small window here, a mirror, a plant, and then we have like a shower here and probably a toilet also. We'll just use one of the ones from the base game, and it was like a black. We don't really have a matching tile really. Okay, we'll just use like one of these windows here for the bathroom. Okay, I don't think that we're gonna have a tile that's quite like the one in the screenshot, so we will have to improvise. This is kind of close to it. Yeah, see, that's kind of close to the one that we saw in the screenshot. Kind of close, I would say. It's like a wooden rectangular one. Kind of like this, or maybe like one of these. This is probably like the closest that we have to it, but I don't like the sticky notes on it. Why don't we just use this one and we'll pretend? It's a little unfortunate, y'all. We don't have any blinds that fit inside of these arch windows. So like I can't really use any of those, unfortunately. What I did to kind of get around it was just use some of these. And then we do have a little plant, so maybe we'll just use this one because we don't have a circular one like that in the game. So we'll just use this little plant to represent. Oh yeah, we do have like a little towel that goes right here. Maybe we can use this or maybe like one of these. And then I guess we'll just get some toilet paper for the toilet. Okay, the bathroom can be done. Let's move on to the living room. So for the living room, I'm using some brownish carpet and we have like some teal couches. Let's start with the carpet first. Gray could honestly work, or maybe like a lighter. Oh, see, this one would work. It's just, it doesn't really look carpet really to me. Maybe something quite like this. We'll use this and we'll just pretend that it's like a darker color. Again, we don't have the color wheel. You can't really do but so much, you know? So in the screenshot, we have a paneled wallpaper, but it's like bluish teal. Let's go back to the paneling and we'll go to... Let's go to green and blue and just see if we have anything in the middle. Let's do this one because this is kind of close, I would say. In the screenshot, we have these teal greenish mint couches. It's an older style couch also, kind of like this. Wait, y'all, I found a couch that's kind of close to it. This one. I know it's not quite the same design, but it's close and it has like a little pattern on it, like the one in the screenshot. I believe this one is from Discover University. I don't know if that pack has a love seat version of it. It does not. Does it have like a chair version of it? It kind of does. Maybe we can kind of use some of these, y'all. All right, y'all, I am going to build an extra wall because in the screenshot, we have a TV like right here. So I'm just going to build an extra wall and just raise the foundation up. So when you bring the walls down, it won't look like there's a lot of empty space back behind the stair, you know? So in the screenshot, I have 2 couches that are kind of like this. It's more like a love seat and a couch, but you know, we don't really have a love seat version of that chair. So it'll be okay. Not unless I can find a love seat that is similar vibe? I doubt it, but let's just look and see. The rug in the screenshot is a blue color also. And it has like flowers on it or like ivy. I don't know if we have anything quite like it. Maybe we can use this one and size it down a little bit. In the screenshot, we have a coffee table that's kind of like this. It's more so like this, I would say. But I don't know if we have the same swatch color. We'll put that there. And then we can put like a game console and stuff on it. And then there's also a fireplace, a computer desk, and a TV. So the TV is like in this entertainment center kind of thing. We don't have anything like that in Sims 4. But maybe I could try to like make something custom. So what I may have to do is we'll get some of these. Maybe I can like put these around. We'll go to the upper cabinet part and then we'll go here and get some long pieces. Okay, y'all. So we could put some like this, get the TV and like raise it up. And we could kind of do something kind of like that. Kind of have like a little entertainment center kind of thing. The thing is though, that's probably going to clip with the archway. Bring this out a little bit more like that. I know it's not as accurate as it was before. This will at least give us a little bit of space. All right, I need to figure out what kind of fireplace we're going to use. So in this screenshot, it's like an older looking one, but it's kind of wooden. We have some that's kind of like it, like this one. There's also this one. I kind of want to use this one, I think. We don't have a bookshelf quite like the one I used in the screenshot, so we could probably get by with this one. And the desk that we have is an older styled one, kind of like this. We also have these like sconces, like with the candles and they're blue. I don't know if I have anything quite like that. Maybe this one will work. It's not quite the same vibe, but it is a little bit older, like the style of the house. So like maybe this could work. Okay, and to finish off the room, y'all, I'm just gonna put a little plant over here in the corner, and I believe that's everything for this room. So that just leads us to, I guess, the outside. We can tackle that real quick. For the outside, we just have a grill, a table, and a picnic table, so that shouldn't be too hard to replicate. So we'll go and try to get a grill, and we'll put it off to the side right here by the house. This is kind of close to the grill that we have. In the screenshot, I believe it is a blue and silver one. We don't really have that luxury, so we'll just keep it silver. I'll also put a little square table, maybe kind of like this. And then we'll get a picnic table, which is this one. This is literally like the same one. So with that being said, let's go ahead and go upstairs, y'all. So for the upstairs portion, I didn't really do much in the hallway. I did add a picture and it had fruit on it. It's like a little painting. If we have something similar, I'll use that now. If we don't, we do have this. So this could kind of fit the vibe, but is there, oh, this is almost like the one in the game. So we'll do the kids room. There's 2 windows actually in here. Okay, so we'll get another one of these and put it like right here. We have like a beige and brown wallpaper. So let's go over to paneling. I wish it was one that was a little bit lighter, but that's about the same color as the wallpaper, I would say. We have simple wooden beds, which are kind of like this, I would say. So we're going to put 2 of these off to the side. And do these come with a sports theme swatch? Because these are the ones from University, and they kind of do. Now, the beds in the picture are green. Does Discover University come with a matching nightstand for it? Guess we can use these. These kind of fit the vibe. The one in the screenshots have this open compartment anyway, so this kind of fits. All right, y'all. So in the screenshot, we have a sports-themed accent wall. We don't really have that in the game, so we're just gonna use this one. I know it's not the same, but it kind of has like similar vibes, I would say. So I typed up sports and I found a couple objects, so I'm just gonna like place some stuff down, you know. Oh yeah, I do want to go over to the lamp category and get that soccer lamp from base game. Yeah, this one right here. I do want to use this at least. We also have a little soccer ball. Oh, y'all, this is gonna work. I found some more sports things. So this won't be like a perfect recreation, but, you know, at least we have more sports things to put up, right? Okay, so I know in The Sims 3, the desk is right here, but I think it would make a lot more sense if the desk was over here in this little nook space since we have so much extra space, you know? So I'll just put it here. Now, in the screenshot, the desk is a wooden one. Maybe we can use this one, or honestly, maybe this one. I don't know if this one comes in red. This one doesn't come in red. Does this one come in red? Here we go. That can kind of work. We have an older computer, which is like a yellowy gray color, so maybe like that. So in the screenshot, they have this orange sports rug. We don't really have that, so I'm just going to use this one because it's kind of close to it, I would say. All right, y'all, I went ahead and I cluttered up the bedroom a little bit more off camera, but this is basically what it's looking like. I know it's not a 1-1 recreation, but this is about as close as I could get. So let's go ahead and move on to maybe the bathroom. So the bathroom is a purpley bathroom. I do have screenshots of it. It looks kind of like this. So it's like, so we have like purple tile on the floor, purple tile wallpaper, basically just purple everything. We do have some of these, but we also have these as well. I don't know, maybe these are more so the vibe. And then right beside it, we have a shower tub combo, which is kind of like an older one like this. Doesn't come in purple, but it has pink. Oh, we also have this one too. Does this one come in like a purple color? None of these are really purpley. I think I'm going to use this one because this one, y'all, we don't even have that many purple floors at all. Like these are all the purple floors we have, and I'm not using that in here. We just won't have purple floor, but what we will do is we'll just use this tile and we'll just make it black and white. You know what's funny, y'all? This wallpaper comes in purple. Here's my thing. How do we have a purple tile but like no purple flooring to match it? So in the screenshot, we have two circular sinks. They're kind of like a floral design, but we don't have that. And then we have a long, fancy-ish looking mirror. And this might be the closest we have to the one in the screenshot. We also have this one from Seasons, but that's not the same vibe. And in the screenshot, it's kind of like a goldenish brown color. I'll also put a toilet in here, and then we have like toilet paper that goes right beside it. There's also like a robe that's right above it. So like this one. In the screenshot, it's white, but I'm gonna make it purple. I think this bathroom might just be the flop room. Cause like, yeah, I'm trying to have like similar vibes. Cause like even in the screenshot, right? The tub, well, the tub is more white. Maybe if it was more, see, we don't even have a white swatch. See, yeah, do we have like any purple? What if I go back and just use this one instead? I know it's pink, not necessarily purple. Or what if I do a swatch like that? Maybe that would be a little bit better because then at least there's some more like pinky purple energy in here. Why don't we go ahead and go on to the last bedroom? So this bedroom is also purple. So the wallpaper I used was like this floral wallpaper. I'm gonna go over the paneling and I'm just gonna go to pink and purple just to see. We'll just try to pick something that has similar energy. There's more pink, there's no purple. Yo, is there like no purple anything in this game? Like we have some things that are purple, but like all of this is just like too dark, you know? What if we go for a lighter color like that? It's not quite right, but it has a little bit of brown, it has some purple in it. I just feel like there's not a lot of good purple swatches at all. The carpet in the room is also purple, and I'm afraid to even look for purple floor, y'all. We do technically have one. It's just a darker purple. And then we also have this one that's kind of like fuzzy. What if we just go for like a lighter color like that? That could kind of work. I have no idea what to do for the bed. So we have a bed with like a rounded head frame. So I feel like either this bed or this bed may be the closest to what it is in the screenshot. This one is a little bit more, but this one doesn't come in like any of the same swatches. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of, but not quite. I'm just gonna sort by purple and see what we have, y'all. Ooh, we do have this bed, y'all. This is kind of close to the screenshot. Like if you squint your eyes, it's kind of close to it. We have these rounded end tables. They're not quite like this. They're rounded. I don't think I have anything quite like it, or maybe just this. I guess we'll use these are a little bit closer. In the screenshot, I do have like a Tiffany lamp. I know we have that from Cats and Dogs, but I don't have Cats and Dogs installed right now, so we'll just get a lamp that kind of has similar energy, maybe like one of these. Wait, can I not slot this up there? What if I just like raise it up? So I'm looking at some more screenshots. I have a dresser here, and I have another one of these little lamps in the corner, and then I also have like a standing mirror in the corner of the room. Oh, we could use this one, y'all. This mirror does have similar energy to the one in the screenshot. There's also a plant that goes here, so we're gonna move that there. We have a dresser, and the dresser I used is just like a basic one. It was kind of more like this, to be honest, but I want to use this one. It had the same lamp on it, and I think that's honestly everything for the bedroom. There is some empty space, so if anything, I may just add like a little purple chair just to kind of have something in here, but this may be as close as we can get. So if I go back to the screenshot for landscaping, I use some rocks. We have some yellow flowers and some little white flowers. I may move this build back to a smaller lot real quick so I can better landscape. So we have like yellow plants like this, and maybe these could be like the little white ones that we have. And then we have rocks in the base game, so I know that can work. So I'm just gonna go in and lay some dirt and stuff down. Oh, I have like low-lying yellow plants. I don't know if I have any of those, but I'll look and see. But then I have like some white ones all around, so okay, we'll try to do something like that. We do kind of have some that are like that, y'all, so I'm just gonna use some of these. I'll get some of these yellow flowers, y'all, and I'll just kind of like place them around, and then I'll get like the little white ones and kind of just like place it underneath, kind of like so. And then I need to get a couple of rocks. So luckily for us, we have some of those. We're just gonna get some rocks and kind of place it around. But that's basically everything for the entire house, y'all. So we'll get a good look at it before we go. So I know it's not like a 100% perfect recreation, but I really tried my best. So hopefully you like it, love to so. But when you first come in, we have our foyer. There is like a little end table here with a phone. It's like that in the original build. We have our little bathroom over here beside it. Going over this way, we have a dining area. We also have a little kitchen area over here. We have our living room with the teal chairs, a makeshift entertainment center. And then over here, we have like a little bookshelf. We have a sliding door that leads out here to a patio. So we have a grill, a table, a picnic table. I did put a trash can out here just for, gameplay's sake. We also have a little computer desk over here by the window. And then once we go upstairs, we have our purpley bathroom, which is not my favorite, but, it's okay. We have our sporty kids room. And then we have our purpley bedroom. I did change the color of the floor to be a little bit more purple, but we have our purpley bedroom over here. And that is honestly everything for the entire build. So I'm going to put this up on gallery. It only uses a couple of packs. So hopefully it should be accessible to not only Love to Sew, but a lot of people. By the way, my gallery name is Seekingly. I'll put it up on the screen so you can see it. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below. Follow me over on Twitch where I stream a lot more The Sims, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Thanks for watching!